Alright everybody, welcome back to Late Nights with Luna. Last time, Twilight was cleaning up her messy ass home after the fucking hot sex. Now, let's just hop right into it. Chapter 6, let's go! It was dark outside now as Twilight lay in her bed, reading a book silently to herself as she waited for Spike. Twilight turned one page, glanced out the window to see the first stars appearing in the sky. Twilight expected Spike to be home in only a few hours. It was so silent in the room that Twilight was startled as a knock sounded at the door down below. Home already, she thought, as she anxiously dropped the book and climbed out of bed. Twilight rushed down the stairs, slowing herself to a walk as she approached the door. A wide smile crossed her face, knowing that she would finally get to see her little Spike again. But to her surprise, no pony was outside. She looked left and right and whispered to herself, I must be hearing things. But before she could close the door, a terrified squeak escaped her throat as a head popped down from above and said, Boo! To her surprise and relief, Luna turned herself upright and landed quietly on the grass outside Twilight's door, giggling as she did. I'm sorry, Twilight. I just could not resist. I knew that would be too fun. She placed her hoof under her mouth, trying to top the laughter. Twilight laughed back, admitting that it was a pretty good prank, and said, What are you doing here? I thought you said that you couldn't be seen out in the daylight hours. Surely you haven't been out all this time. Luna breezed past Twilight and walked into the neat library. No, my dear Twilight Sparkle, I have not. I just snuck out to see you. No pony knows I'm here. A look of shock crossed Twilight's face. What? She exclaimed. Why? I don't want you to get in trouble just for coming to see me. What if Princess Celestia finds out? She'll... Luna raised a hoof and cut her off. Silence, Twilight! Do not worry about Celestia. She'll be my problem if we are found out. This isn't the first time I snuck out of the palace, you know, said Luna with a playful grin on her face. Twilight nodded her head, showing that she trusted Luna. I said I love you forever, didn't I, Twilight? She asked, coming forward to give Twilight a soft kiss. Luna broke the kiss and went in for another and then another, until Twilight raised her hoof to block her. I can't, Luna. Spike will be home soon. I can't risk him or any pony else walking in on us. Luna seemed as if she hadn't even heard her, and went in for another kiss, this time wrapping her hoof around Twilight's neck. Twilight just couldn't take it anymore. Who am I kidding? I could never say no to this, she thought to herself. She kissed Luna firmly, knocking them both down to the floor. This time Twilight was on top. I never want you to leave me again. Oh, I wish I could live at the palace with you, she said between kisses. I know, me too, Luna said, kissing her back quickly. Twilight heard a click behind her as the door locked, and the nearby windows slammed shut, the curtains draping over them. It didn't take them long to become wrapped in the moment as Luna took her hoof and began to stroke Twilight's increasingly moistening pussy. Twilight returned the favor by kissing Luna softly on the neck and using her hoof to reach down and tickle her clitoris. Luna shot her tongue into Twilight's mouth and blushed as she moved it quickly over Twilight's unresisting tongue. They kissed each other passionately, passing their saliva into the other and rubbing each other at a steady pace. In a few moments, though, Luna broke the kiss by pushing her head into the floor. With a gentle force, she came upward and pushed Twilight down so that she was now on top. Luna kissed Twilight on the neck, moved down to her neck, and went at a slow pace down her chest. Luna stopped at the breast and for a few moments looked over Twilight's nipples, then moving a little lower to her dripping pussy. Luna heard Twilight let out a squeal of delight as she shot her tongue inside of her and began to slowly eat her out. She feels so good, Twilight thought to herself as Luna started to rub her clit with the tip of her hoof. Luna had Twilight feeling better than ever before. Twilight knew better, but she just couldn't resist as she wrapped her legs tightly around the princess's head, forcing her head to stay down and her tongue to stay deep inside of Twilight. Luna took Twilight's leg hand and moved her tongue in and out of Twilight at a quick pace, rubbing her clit as hard as she could. Twilight began to thrust wildly, arching her back, biting her upper lip and closing her eyes as Luna continued to pleasure her. This time it didn't take long for Luna to feel Twilight tighten around her tongue. She froze her tongue instead and tried to lick Twilight's vaginal walls clean. It was so intense, Twilight was now trying to stop herself from wriggling around so much, but she just couldn't control herself. In a flash, Twilight screamed louder than any mare had ever screamed, and almost sat all the way up. Her orgasm was so powerful that she continued to writhe around even after Luna had broken free of Twilight's legs. Taking deep breaths of air as she did, Luna looked down with a happy grin at a job well done. She knew it was her turn now. Twilight had stopped her wriggling on the floor and pushed Luna gently onto her back. She was determined to beat Luna at this. First, Twilight plunged her wet tongue deeply into Luna and tickled her clit with her upper lip. Then she used a free hoof to rub Luna's breast. Oh my! This feels so delightful, Luna thought to herself. All of Luna's tension had been released the previous night. Now she was as pleasurable as any other mare out there, and Twilight knew it. Luna could feel her wings start to fold open, signaling that she was really becoming aroused. She shrieked in delight as Twilight reached up and took a firm but gentle grip on her wings, rubbing them softly. The sensation itself made a small stream of pre-cum coat Twilight's quickly moving tongue. I've got you now, thought Twilight playfully. She tickled Luna's clit now and rubbed her wings faster than ever. It only took half the time for Luna to orgasm. Twilight! Luna shouted at the top of her lungs. Again, the room began to shake. Books flew from the places, and some of the nearby objects turned over as Luna's powerful orgasm coated the inside of Twilight's mouth. Twilight rose, moving her tongue all around her throat to get the sweet juice. She looked down at the exhausted Luna, satisfied that she had pleasured the princess so much. Luna was taking deep breaths and looked up as Twilight asked, "How was that?" A playful grin crossed her lips. Luna merely nodded her head once and laid it back down on the floor. Twilight giggled and blushed to herself as Luna's wings quickly contracted to their flaccid state, and a small burst of juice came flying out of Luna's pussy. She walked forward to help Luna up, quite exhausted herself. "I think you should go. I mean, Luna, Spike will be home soon, and I have to get this mess cleaned up," she winked at Luna. Luna nodded her understanding and kissed Twilight. Twilight stopped her before she could reach the door, though. "I really do love you. Come see me again sometime," she asked with a gentle smile on her face. Luna nodded and said, "Come see me tomorrow." She winked back. With that, Luna unlocked the door and walked silently outside into the sleeping street. She took one last look at the smiling Twilight in the doorway and opened her graceful wings, taking off into the night almost as silently as she had come. The end. Beautiful as fuck. I love these fucking chapters. Every time I just get so fucking hyped. I don't know if you guys enjoy them as much as I do. Or you're just laughing because, you know, ponies fucking are funny to you, fucking weirdo. Anyways, hopefully all of you have enjoyed it. And thank you all for watching, listening, whatever the fuck you guys do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
100,000 stories have filled my head as I look for the answer.